All right, next subject. Once I find my notes again. Here we go.
Oh, there you are.
Philadelphia Eagles lost yesterday. And we talked about this during the show, all the injuries and how much of it do you blame on Carson Wentz. But, you know, we've said maybe the Rams should regret paying Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Is it fair to ask the question of whether or not the Eagles should regret paying Carson Wentz? And I remember last year we had the conversation, Carson Wentz versus Nick Foles. Wentz is a better quarterback. The Eagles are a better team when Foles plays.
Right.
They've struggled this year. I thought the biggest issue with Wentz would be staying healthy.
Yeah.
He stayed healthy.
Right.
He's just not effective all of a sudden.
No. And really, it's been tough sledding ever since Deshaun Jackson's been out of the lineup. It's just not. It's not an offense that scares you in any capacity. The run game is solid, but not great. You know, they have no speed at receiver. Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson are not there. You heard me say during the show today, I do think Doug Peterson needs to reinvent himself a little bit on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, I'm just, again, how many times can Carson Wentz smash in a 7-yard completion where the guy is totally covered and he's got to throw it perfectly underneath the guy's chin? Has not been perfect. I will say, I think it's fair to ask the question. I do think Carson Wentz still has special attributes. That's where I kind of, put him in front of a Jared Goff. Again, he's playing in Philadelphia. He's been in a part of a team that certainly hasn't had Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, and who else? And Cooper Kupp to throw to. I mean, he has not. He has had nothing like that at all, nor has he had Todd Gurley at tailback. So I think he is talented. I think they see that. Is he perfect? No. Did he miss some throws? Certainly. Does he stand in the pocket and wait too long at times for people to come open and then it gets sack, fumble, and things like that? Yeah, he does. He needs to get out and get out of harm's way at times. He's a little too stubborn that way. So it hasn't been perfect, but I'm not going to sit here and just go, oh, no, it's Carson Wentz. They believe in him, and I understand what they see when they believe in him because we saw 2 years ago he should have been the NFL MVP.
This is that dynamic that the Steelers are dealing with to a greater extent, right? The Steelers have a second-rounder that is on the field, and do we bench him for Devlin Hodges? Do we keep Hodges in the game now that we have benched him? The Eagles gave up so much to get in position to get Wentz. They couldn't have kept Nick Foles.
No.
They had to make the investment in Wentz, and they have to hope for the best and hope that they can get the most out of him.
Nick Foles ain't exactly lighting up the world in Jacksonville right now either, so let's not forget that.
How did they win a Super Bowl? I mean, really, the planets that had to line up for that team to win a Super Bowl and to get the absolute most out of Nick Foles in that spot, pressed into service after the torn ACL in December of 2017, to be the 1 seed, to be the underdog in every game, and just everything fell together just perfectly. It was almost like a Slumdog Millionaire type of thing, where everything falls together just perfectly, and the next thing you know, they win the Super Bowl.
Well, they were dominant up front in those years, too. We can't forget their defensive line can take over a game. Their offensive line was capable of just road grading defenses and winning it that way. Carson Wentz was phenomenal. The offense was still new to the NFL. Again, if you're staying the same, you're getting worse. That's the saying in the NFL. You got to continue to evolve, and I think all that needs to be done in Philadelphia. And that was just a special team that had the mojo going that year.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.